Hey y'all, it's your friendly neighborhood therapist. Look, I got a few things that I want to get off my chest today, so I might make a couple more videos after this one. But anyway, the first thing on my mind, Chris Brown. Now, I don't think I've ever really spoken on Chris Brown to any extent, but he's on my mind today because of a post that is floating around Facebook, and I just don't understand some of y'all. I really, really don't. So the post, for context, is basically saying, this man is super talented, sold out shows, sold out tours still thriving and doing very well professionally, and yet people still want to hold him to a mistake that happened a long time ago. Mistake. So here's what, and I might get some flack for this because I know Chris Brown fans go hard. Trust me, I got cousins who believe that that man is their husband, and I don't understand that either. But it's cool. It's really cool to like people who are problematic. I have problematic faves myself. Prince is a problematic fave. Okay, Erica Badu, problematic fave. Everybody has problematic things about them, whether it's things they've said or things they've done. Everybody does. Okay, even me. You got to be able to admit that. You got to be self aware. But at least be able to admit, I like this person. They problematic as hell. Like the people who still love R. Kelly. That's fine. I had to get over that. I really had to get over people still loving R. Kelly and caping for him. But my problem is not the love for these people. My problem is the blatant ignoring of what they've done. So the post about Chris Brown was basically saying you can't still keep holding this man to something that happened years and years ago. You have to give people room to change and grow, and he is still blessed and blah, 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 and all this. Now, that's a great message for someone else, not for Chris Brown. And here's why. So, nobody is still holding him to the Rihanna incident that happened 16 years ago in 2009. I hope y'all don't really believe that because Google is free. Nobody is still saying we don't like Chris Brown or he's a problem because of something that happened when he was 19 in 2009. Nobody's doing that. No, let's take a look. Chris Brown has had things happen, mistakes since then, in 2011, 2012, multiple in 2013, 2014, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21, 24, and was most recently arrested on May 15th, 2025 for a incident in 2023 in which he inflicted grievous bodily harm to someone. Y'all, you can't hold someone to their past if they still doing things in their present. Like, are y'all okay? Mind you, I do believe Chris Brown is uber talented. But it ain't nobody's fault that he continues to do what he continues to do. Y'all, he done been arrested for everything from bodily harm, assault, battery, sexual assault, rape, possession of a monkey illegally without a permit. Come on, y'all. Now, to not leave out something that's very important though, he was diagnosed in 2014 with bipolar disorder and PTSD, and all the doctors and mental health professionals who worked with him state that those two diagnoses together are the root cause of his aggressive behavior. That is understandable. Root causes are very important, but they are not justifications or excuses. No, indeed. So I just felt the need to say that because this post is getting circulated all over. And I hear people say it all the time in regards to him. Y'all still mad at him about something that happened when he was 19. Yeah, no, 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 no. We talking about things that happened when he was 19, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, all the way up to right now. All the way up to right now. Again, you can like him, you can love him, he can be your fave, but don't be a fool and lie about the problems this man has. And then to make matters worse for himself, we know that he has a drug issue. With the two diagnoses he has, self medicating with any illicit drug is not wise, but we know that people do that, right? However, it doesn't help the aggressive, violent behavior if you are self medicating with illicit drugs and alcohol. It just doesn't help. So I say all that to say, love him, support him if you choose, and y'all do because his tours sell out. But don't sit up here and lie and say that people are holding him to his past when his present speaks so loudly. Y'all see a change in him that has not occurred, and I don't understand it. And like I said, I don't have any issue with Chris Brown other than the fact that he is violent and aggressive and will not correct the behavior, even though he has access to do so. So, yeah, I wanted to make sure I hopped on and said something about this because that post is like everywhere, and I got tired of seeing it because y'all not gonna keep calling out people who call him out as if they are holding him to his past. No, that's not what's happening, and y'all know that's not what's happening. You can love him even though he's problematic. That's on you. But don't you dare say that people holding him to his past. No. I know that people do that with others a lot. Like you've grown and you've changed and you've healed, and people still bringing up old stuff from your past. And it's like, I'm not that person anymore. That is not the story of Chris Brown. All right? All right. I hope I didn't offend any of his fans. Like I said, my cousins love that man. They can have it. I'm not going to say I don't still listen to some of his music here and there, but to ignore the fact that he is as violent as he is, absolutely not. To pay money to see him, absolutely not. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that because there has been almost zero change if you look at the track record. And I just want people to admit that. All right, y'all. Have a beautiful, wonderful rest of y'all day, and I will holler at y'all later.